Hi, my name is Mythri. Behind me is Mission San Juan Capistrano. The Spanish from Europe discovered and claimed California in 1492. Until then, California's native tribes were untouched by European civilization and culture, as they were isolated and protected by the desert, mountains, and oceans on all sides. Spanish language, culture, and religion was on one side, and native Indian tribes with their beliefs and practices were on another side. The story of the Spanish mission is about how the two joined forces and created a new third culture that will create California's history. San Juan Capistrano was 7th out of 21 missions. All the missions were connected by the El Camino Real, a trail that connected all the missions. Father Junipero Serra was the president and founder of 9 California missions. Father Serra was a devout Catholic and a caring missionary. He is a candidate for sainthood soon, which is a true honor for devotion to God. Mission San Juan Capistrano was founded on November 1st, 1776. Later in the tour, we will come back to this spot. Day after day, year after year, the ringing of the bells regulated mission communities. The bells were important in signaling the community everyday tasks, but they were also important for announcing birth, death, dangers, and celebrations. Did you know this mission is nicknamed Jewel of the Missions because of its beauty and size? Now let's learn about the local Native American tribe. The Ahashiman Nation lived here in Orange County for more than 10,000 years. Before the Spanish influence, they were living prosperously. The Ahashiman lived in homes called quichas. They were made from willow or tule. The Ahashiman made a lot of musical instruments. One of the musical instruments is the deer hoof. Every mission had Indians, Padres, and soldiers. These were the soldiers' bands. This is the Padres' kitchen where the mission food was cooked. The Padres' kitchen led to the Padres' dining room and quarters. The neophyte women cooked meals outdoors for all the families. They grew most of their food in the mission lands and were very resourceful. This was the giant vat that was used to crush grapes into wine. Did you know that the first vineyard in California was located here in Mission San Juan Capistrano? Every mission used hide for trade. This is Mission San Juan Capistrano's cattle brand. The fat from the cow's meat is called tallow. They use tallow for soaps, candles, and oils. If you were a lady in the mission, you will be seen sitting around these stones, grinding acorn for the next meal, and catching up on some juicy gossip. This is the olive mill where they crush olives for olive oil extraction. The mission's adobe bricks were made using hay, manure, dirt, and water. Father Sarah's Chapel is a small adobe chapel that is still in use today. In 1797, there was a desperate need to build a bigger basilica to conduct regular mass. The neophytes were hunter-gatherers before 1776. They became skilled masons and builders in 21 years. The work for the groundstone church began in 1797. It took 9 years to build. On December 8, 1812, an earthquake struck during morning mass. It killed 40 people. March 19th marks the annual migration of swallows to the mission. They traveled 15,000 miles to build queen nests under the mission eaves. Why do you think this mission is unique?
This mission is unique because there is so much of it that still exists, much more than at many of the other missions. And so it can tell a fuller story, I think, by what is here.
When you visit Mission San Juan Capistrano, you will get one of these, a free audio tour, where you can learn more about Mission San Juan Capistrano. Now we're going to learn to make adobe bricks. This is the adobe mixture that I will use to make an adobe
brownie. Like a chocolate brownie.
Now what? Which man?
The man left.
There's no man.
Okay.
Okay, 1 minute.
Maybe that's why they're back up there.
Let me find out what's next.
Okay. Let me help you out. Let me help you out.
Wire. Supposed to what? Right.
Here's the adobe brick that I have. We are now going to be panning for gold in San Juan Capistrano.
Okay, just watch me and you'll see. Okay, so take the water. The water's gonna get out the sand. And you're always gonna keep it in the water, okay? And the gold is going to stay in the bottom.
So it's heavier, right?
Exactly, because it's heavier. Now, the slower and more patient you are at doing this, the more...
Look, I just found some gold. Don't we all like the Wheel of Fortune? Let's see what job we would have had in the mission era. You would have had the job of tariff. This is how the Spanish women dressed back in the mission era. I will be feeding the koi fish here at San Juan Capistrano. After Mexico won its independence in 1821, the government seized all mission land. The secularization was followed by California's gold rush. By 1860, the mission was in ruins. Thanks to great community efforts and funds, we are able to see, experience, and learn all about Mission San Juan Capistrano and its history. Thank you for taking the tour with me. Adios, amigos.
When the swallows come back to Capistrano.
Day after day, year these mission bells were day after day, year after year, these mission bells were used to keep the people on schedule. Not only did the bells help them keep on schedule, but also kept them on task. But day after day, year after year, the ringing of the bells